And now, introducing your Orlando Magic. At the center position, at 7.
Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons. That made it 3-0 in their head-to-head games, a tough game ahead for them.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
It sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. It was just almost hard to comprehend.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Detroit, Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Here's Money.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Here's Money. 6 on the shot clock. Expanding his range. And again, it's the Magic from deep. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to diminish his stock that much, Kevin. You know, you go back to when he was drafted, he was the 10th pick by the Bucks back in 08.
Money. It's good from long range. Money's got 9.
Man, oh man, Kevin. He's really feeling it from three-point range now. All of a sudden, it seems like he just can't miss.
Outside Jennings. Pass to Monroe. Now here's Jennings. Guarded closely. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And it's Drummond missing.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jennings kicks to Monroe. Pass to Drummond. Meeks inside the 3-point line. Another shot, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Here's Money. Misses the 3. The Pistons trailing. Jennings dishes to Drummond. Outside Jennings. Monroe outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's Jennings with the drive. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Oladipo, the pass to Dedmon. Here's Money, defended by Drummond. And he gets it to go. 11 points for Money.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Meeks, guarded by Oladipo. Here's the 3. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 5 now.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
The shot's good for Money.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Jennings. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Pistons trail by 6. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Jennings kicks to Meeks to end the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Greg Monroe, good size and skill at the power forward position. Loves to operate from the high post where he can make plays for others or attack off the dribble.
And Monroe is an elusive left-hander. He's great at driving and getting to the basket. Not really an elite athlete, but, well, I tell you, with his size and ball handling ability, he's more than capable.
The Magic making a switch here. Harkless has checked in. Pistons trail by 10. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Money. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. The next thing he talked about was the pace he'd like to see them playing at offensively. He wants it to be a fast-paced game, pushing tempo all the time. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Well, you look at Oladipo, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Money is doing even better. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Well, the offensive efficiency the past month for both these guys is just off the charts. I mean, they are playing with so much confidence.
Here is Jennings after the made shot from Money. And he gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Brandon Jennings. The Magic leading by 10. Monroe on the double team. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Tobias Harris. Now, the last month of basketball was for him, averaging 9 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And, you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
You know, and considering the skills he possesses, that's what he's pretty much expected to bring on a night-in and night-out basis, Steve.
Oladipo misses.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Jennings kicks to Butler. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Money passes to Dedmon and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Here's Meeks. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Shot's good from Butler.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Money passes to Harkless. Here's Money. The three-pointer, no good. Pistons trail by 9. Jennings kicks to Monroe. Here's Drummond. Can't hit. And Orlando the other way now.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Here's Money. Buries the long-range jumper. Money's got 22 points.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Rejected by Harris. Monroe's shot is good. Here's Money. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Pistons trail by 12. Left side, Jennings. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Ben Gordon's checked in for Victor Oladipo. A different look here for Detroit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic Dancers!
Knocks it loose. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
There's the pick. Augustine dishes to Uredko. Passes it to Singler. Three-pointer Augustine. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 20-7 run. And it's Gordon penetrating. Misses from close range. Pistons trailed by 14. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. He's certainly aware of the shot blocking talent on the other.
Get and expect
Their approach.
14 foul.
Let's see what you.
Your Magic, Alfred Payton.
17 seconds left in the first. Payton passes to Harkless. He feeds it to Gordon. With one on the clock, jump shot is good. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Fans, your Magic Dancers.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Magic lead by 10. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
The end of the regular season.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Monroe and Drummond there inside. DJ Augustine out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. Right side, Butler. Drummond sets the screen for Augustine. Into Drummond. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. Here's Drummond. That's tipped.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Got that one up quick. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pistons trailed by 15. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Augustine kicks to Drummond. Caldwell Pope dishes to Drummond. There's the 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Magic leading by 15. Here's Fournier. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Butler. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. With some arc, and he gets it to go.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Orlando's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside.
Greg Monroe, 6'11", 250. The ability to play the 4 or the 5 spot. And his combination of size and skill makes him very coveted around the league.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Andre Drummond.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And it's sent back by Drummond. Caldwell Pope passes to Augustine. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Detroit making a switch here. Meeks is checked in. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Augustine with it. Now guarded by Money. And here's Augustine. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto.
And no question, you look at his assist totals, and they tell you what a nice job he was doing, really spreading that ball around.
Here's Money. Up and in on the layup. Money's got 28 points for the game.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. They get it again. Drummond. Here's Monroe. And finally they hit one. Monroe's got 7.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Raptors.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for the Pistons. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Stolen by Monroe. Outside Jennings. From 13. Blocked. Out of bounds. Pistons ball. Detroit keeps possession. And Orlando making a change here. Harkless is checked in.
Still Detroit ball. 16 seconds. Entering for your Magic, Harkless.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Jennings. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go. Jennings has got 10.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Orlando leading by 5. Here's Money. He drains the quick shot.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Outside Jennings. Butler dishes to Monroe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're making this a game here, putting together a nice run.
Making it a game? How about anybody's game? I mean, they've caught fire, and it's a toss-up right now, guys.
Trying his luck deep. They get it back. The dish to Harkless. Three-pointer. No good for Money. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Butler. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Butler's got 6.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Pistons trail by 6. To the inside. Meeks. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
It's hauled in by Gordon.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Here's Drummond. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Well, not the statistic for him.
In a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Magic.
Booker on.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first. If we pick
The start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. What a game we're seeing from Money.
How about his scoring in the first half? I mean, he's looked like a different player out there today.
He really has, Steve. It's been a pleasant surprise for him, that's for sure. I mean, he really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Gordon, and it's Money in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
That's short off the rim.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
For the lead, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Down low, here's Money. Makes it off the glass. Money's got 37.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
And the shot is good. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. To the inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Butler against Oladipo. And Butler, here we go. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hawks had a huge game. He ended with 41 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. But his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Jennings. 10 points for him. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The feed to Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Andre Drummond, kind of a late bloomer when it came to basketball, really. He was pretty uncoordinated as a kid. He'd struggle to make layups early on. It wasn't until around the age of 14 that he really started to show some promise.
And for Drummond, a different upbringing than a lot of blue chippers. His mother's focus was squarely on academics and his character, not on a future in the NBA. In fact, one time he was supposed to attend a basketball camp hosted by LeBron James, but his mother held him out because he'd forgotten to do his laundry.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Inside. Jennings can't get it to go. When you look at Drummond, Clark, do you think his upbringing kept him grounded?
I do, Kevin. I mean, we're all products of how we've been raised. In some ways, I think it threw off talent evaluators because he lacked that obvious, overt ego and confidence that belied a hunger to be good, and we're seeing that work pay off.
And now we'll look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. One, Andre Drummond.
Yeah, he's been rebounding the ball so well since the break. It's really paying off for him and his team.
Money passes to Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Pistons trailed by 9. Outside Jennings. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. The Magic have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Monroe.
Well, quite an interesting upbringing for Victor Oladipo. His mother and father immigrated from Nigeria. They ingrained a great work ethic in their children, but his father in particular didn't really approve of his son's focus on basketball. But Victor was undeterred.
Over in the corner, Meeks. From past the arc. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 4 assists in the game.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Oladipo, the pass to Money. They double him with Butler. Shot clock at 6. Back to Oladipo. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Jennings kicks to Monroe. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler missing again.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
That is good.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Pistons trailed by 11. Over in the corner, Meeks. Three-pointer. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Meeks. Meeks got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Good.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Into Drummond. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Harris passes to Money. To the middle. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And that one's good. Money's got 50 points.
These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. Again, Jennings missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Wow. What can you say?
Pistons trailed by 18. Outside Butler to stop the run. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
And Meeks kicks to Jennings. He dishes it to Meeks. Fires for 3. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Meeks got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Detroit. Orlando leading by 17. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Jennings with the steal. Floats one, and he gets it to go.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from 3-point land since the start of the second half. Harris a screen on Jennings. Here's Money. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Pistons trailed by 17. Kicks it to Meeks. Outside Jennings. Here's Monroe. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Monroe's got 11 points. And so here's Orlando. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Tries a 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep. The Pistons shooting about 42% so far. And the pass to Meeks. Dishes it to Monroe. It's tipped. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Outside Jennings. Feeds it to Monroe. It's back to Jennings. Butler on the wing. Pass to Jennings. Just 5 to shoot. Meeks outside. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Magic. Dedmon's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Outside Jennings. And so here's Orlando. Meeks, good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Magic leading by 20. Here's Money. Dedmon passes to Money. Puts one up from 19. And it's Orlando with another.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Takes it from 10, and it's blocked. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Jennings with the drive. Misses off the right iron.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Money. Offensive rebound. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new...
I like that shooting.
Yeah, comes in for Dwayne. The Pistons shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Smith sets the pick for Augustine. Fires the 3. Singler, no good.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shaking his head after that miss.
Money's checked in for Orlando. Harris up top. He's got 10. Left side Harris. All sorts of time. That's good. Harris has got 12.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The Pistons shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Augustine a screen on Gordon. Caldwell Pope dishes to Augustine. Can't hit from in close.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Here's Money, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Augustine from outside, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all... Magic shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. DJ Augustine out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Jerebko. Then it's Kyle Singler. And it's Smith in at the 4 spot. Ridnour kicks to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Nicholson's shot is off. Money's checked in for Gordon. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Martin's checked in for Singler. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Guys, we'll see how coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Caldwell Poe passes to Urebko. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Money, and that one's good.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. The shot's good from Smith.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Money, guarded by Augustine. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Money.
Great second half. I mean, he came out of that locker room ready to play.
Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him.
Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. I mean, it's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Bynum in for Augustine. Here's Money, covered by Martin. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
The Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And with the new camera systems, it's easier to measure defense, going beyond block shots to look at which, for instance, big men diminish shooting percentages in their area.
Yeah, no surprise. I mean, names like Dwight Howard, Roy Hibbert, Serge Ibaka. But interesting that that reputation has value defensively when players hesitate to go inside.
Smith kicks to Drummond. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And now Orlando on the break. There's the steal. Pass break Detroit. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Here's Money. Down low, it's deflected. 5 to shoot, and it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Smith. The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Mitchell kicks to Urebko. Pass to Bynum. It's Martin on the wing. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. 6 points for Martin.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
No good from Money. The Pistons have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. The shot's good from Urebko.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
And the Magic shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Money, and he drops it in from the low post. Now here's Bynum. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Martin. He feeds it to Mitchell. To the left wing. 6 to shoot from past the arc. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Bynum. Martin's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Bynum with it. Now guarded by Money. Now here's Bynum. Defense right on him. Now Urebko. From the baseline. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Urebko's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Money. He's guarded by Bynum. And stolen by Drummond. Bynum with it. Unloads from 13. Fournier pulls it down. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Ridnour out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Still Detroit ball. 18 seconds.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Martin with the screen for Bynum. He kicks to Martin. Shoots off the screen. No good. The Magic go the other way with it.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
That's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Bynum dishes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist. Bynum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Detroit's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. A second chance effort, and it's Drummond missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Money passes to Ridnour. Here's Money. Now the dish to Nicholson. Shot is blocked. Mitchell kicks to Bynum. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the wide. It could be a 3-point play.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Here's Money. Takes it off the glass.
You heard talk last year of the NBA perhaps considering adding a 4-pointer as a shot. Something you only really see in celebrity games for charity. And it would certainly have had a huge impact if it was implemented, but I think that would be a reach, folks. Let's stay with the 3-pointer.
Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Back to Bynum. The 3. Ridnour with the rebound.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
There's the double team with Martin. Money passes to Ridnour. And again, it's the Magic from deep. And guys, to be clear, that 4-point line was really just something talked about, whispered about. No real traction, as this is even a remote possibility. At one point, however, the same was said about the 3-point shot. And now it's a huge part of the game.
I don't buy it, though, Kevin. I just can't imagine a 4-point shot. It would seem to just destroy everything that had built up over the course of the game if you just allow a guy to shoot a half quarter for 4 points to win the game. I don't see this happening.
That's good. Nicholson's got 4 points this quarter.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will be foul number 5 on him. The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Smith checked in for Detroit. Caldwell Pope comes in for Martin. And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Money passes to O'Quinn. No good off the pick. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. It's Bynum with the drive. Can't hit from 12.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Mitchell's got his third rebound tonight. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Bynum. Outside Gordon. The feed now to Fournier. They set the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
Gordon's checked in for Orlando. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jerebko's checked in for Andre Drummond. And that's a foul called on Money. That's it for him.
Better passing. Come on.
We see players coming in.
And so it's Orlando.
You there. Next question.
What's been the key to the team's success during the streak?
I'm the key and the car. Just start me up and everybody rolling, baby. Straight to the top, dog.
Okay, Jones, you're up.
You had a tough time taking care of the ball tonight. Why?
I don't like your face. I don't like your question. Don't talk anymore. Next.
You, sir?
Well, it's no secret you're approaching free agency. Do you plan to give a hometown discount if they make an offer?
You know, I'm not really concerned with that, all right? I just want to finish the season off nice and strong and let my agent deal with the numbers.
You mean to tell me you're the only professional athlete who doesn't care about money?
That's not what I said. I said I'll let my agent deal with the numbers. You may not believe this, but all of us just don't sit up at night dreaming about how much bank we can make. Some of us just want to play the game, run with good teammates, and compete for a title. I mean, it might blow your mind, but I'm just trying to hoop, bro. Does that answer your question? So I thought. Thank you.
Just because